Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today, instead of working on the shovel, we have to work on the 2001 Springer. I'm going to do a head bearing adjustment, and we're going to go along by the service manual and follow the directions, how it says to do it in there. Okay, so this adjustment, what I'm going to read to you right now is right out of the service manual. In fact, I'm going to put this page of the service manual up on the screen and you can see what I'm reading. Now this applies only to the FLSTS. The FX model has a different way to do the head bearing adjustment, and I'll show you the picture of that when I'm done reading this, and we'll see what the FX portion looks like. So it says the fork has more weight on the left side than the right side. The balance point is just right of center, and that's because the caliper is on the left side, so it's naturally going to swing to the left more than it would to the right. So we got to take the front end and tilt it slightly to the right to get that balance point in the center. Raise the motorcycle so the wheels are off the floor an equal amount. You can see I have them both on scissor lifts here, and they're both an equal amount off the floor. Remove the clutch cable, remove the throttle cable, which I've done. I've actually taken more off. I've taken the mirror off the left side, but that's not really going to make that big of a difference. But we've got the throttle cable and the clutch cable off. Remove the acorn nut and washer. Loosen but not remove the upper triple clamp pinch bolts. So this is the acorn nut. Let me move this a little bit. This is the acorn nut right here. I've actually just put it back on. I've already taken it off. Now, I couldn't before. This would not swing at all. So I did loosen this a little bit. This is the pinch bolt that you have to loosen. And I'll show you the special tool that you need for this. Okay, so you need this tool to make this adjustment. You can see the 3 holes in there, and this fits right in that 3 holes. And that adjusts the head bearing. You either tighten or to loosen this depending upon how the front end is going to swing. And that's what we have the tape up for. We're going to mark the front end, and we'll go and do that right now. Okay, so it says place a suitable marking material on the front end, which we did. We got some painter's tape on there, and then we need to find the balance point of the front end. Now, remember in the manual, the left side is weighs more than the right, so we have to take the front end, move that out of the way, and move it slightly to the right to find that balance point. So if you look at it, you can see it is tilted slightly that way. So we have the balance point. Now we take this piece here, which is just a wire on to be stationary, and we want to turn it so it's kind of in line with this. It doesn't have to be right on the money. You just want it kind of in the middle, so you can make an adjustment. Okay, so we kind of got this. This doesn't have to touch it. It just has to be kind of in the center, because once we figure out where the swing is on this, we're going to swing this to the left and to the right. And when it starts to swing, starts to move on its own, we're going to mark this. So I'm trying to think if I can get in here without doing it. So we're going to go this way first, and we're going to mark this side. So you can see, whoops, let me go back again, try that again. I don't want to do it so much. So we're in the center. We just want to tap it. There we go. So we're going to go there. We'll center it again. We're going to go this way. All right, so we want to go there. All right, we're going to do it again. Stop that. Go back this way again. Doesn't take much to make this thing swing. All right, so we're going to do pretty much the same spot here again. And we'll go this way. All right, so we're a little bit right there. We'll do it one more time. Okay, so it goes right here. Center it again. Go this way with it. And it's right about here again. Okay, so now we're going to cross that out. We're going to cross these 2 out. So now we've got to take the distance between these 2. All right, so we'll get something to measure that. And now we can move this out of the way. We don't need this anymore. And let me get something to measure that. Okay, now the manual says if the distance is more than 2 inches, loosen the adjuster nut. If it's less than 1 inch, tighten the adjuster nut. So let's see what it comes out as. Okay, so between these two marks, it is about a little bit less than 1.5 inches. So we're in tolerance, so we shouldn't have to adjust anything. That little adjustment I made before I did the video seemed to fix that. So remember, we're going between this mark here and this mark. And if you look at this, it's a little bit shy of 1.5. So we're all set with that. So now we can torque the pinched bolt down and we can torque the acorn nut down. All right, so now we do 30 pounds on this. All right, we got 30 pounds there. Okay, so this is the adjuster nut here, and this requires a rubber washer. Now the rubber washer that the part number that goes on here actually has like 3 nubs that fit into here. I don't have that, but I'm going to put just a rubber washer on there for now, and I'll see if I can order the correct one. All right, so this is supposed to be 30 to 35 pounds. I'm going to do 35 on this. I got to get over here because I can't do that the way I need to do it. This camera is in the way. All right, we're at 35 pounds. Okay, so we get everything tightened, torqued away. We're going to test this again to make sure nothing moved, and we're still getting in tolerance. We got this in the middle. So let's do this again. Okay, so it's right there. Put this back in the middle. And it's right here. One more time. A little bit on the outside over here. And it's right inside this one. One more time. Right here. And right here. All right, so let's get something, we'll measure this and see where we're at now. Okay, so we are just right where we were before. We're a little bit shy of 1.5. So looks like we're pretty good. So we're all set. That's pretty decent. So let me show you now how you do the FX. It's the same as far as, I believe you need the same tool to do the front, but the FX. So on the FX, you lay a rule down on the floor. It has a hole in the fender. I don't know if you can see that. It has a hole in the fender down here, and it's like a plumb bob that goes down, and depending upon where that swings on the ruler or whatever you're using, it's the same thing as doing it on the front. So it's just a different way that the FX does it. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Just a quick video, I think. I haven't edited it yet, but should be just a quick video to show you how to do the head bearing adjustment on a FLSTS Springer. Again, you know, whatever bike you got, you should get the manual, follow the manual, and do that, because I know the Deluxe is different. It has like a little turning wheel underneath the head cap over there that you turn. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.